When I was last in Lebanon, which was in June, I stood here and I told everyone that I believe that the conflict between Hezbollah and Israel has gone on for long enough, and that diplomatic resolution was both achievable and it was urgent. I think that was true in June, and sadly, it is still very true today. We continue to believe that a diplomatic resolution is achievable because we continue to believe that no one truly wants a full-scale war between Lebanon and Israel, especially not the Lebanese people and the Israeli people. We know it's urgent because the hostilities between Hezbollah and Israel have only escalated since I was here last. Speaker Berry and I had a good conversation about the situation in Lebanon and the need to escalate tensions across the blue line and across the region. President Biden has been working tirelessly to do exactly that, including through an immediate ceasefire and hostage release deal, and he's asked me to come back to Lebanon ahead of the renewed talks this week. Speaker Berry and I also talked about the framework agreement that's on the table for a Gaza ceasefire, and he and I agreed there is no more time to waste, and there's no more valid excuses from any party for any further delay. The deal would also help enable a diplomatic resolution here in Lebanon, and that would prevent an outbreak of a wider war and create the conditions for the displaced Lebanese people to return to their homes in the south and the displaced Israeli residents to return to their homes in their north. Both should be able to do that with safety and security. We have to take advantage of this window for diplomatic action and diplomatic solutions. That time is now. Thank you. Hold on a second. I can't hear you.
What are the messages you're bringing with you from the U.S. for the Lebanese leaders?
Look, the messages, my message to the Lebanese people is very simple. I think the United States agrees with the Lebanese people who want to live their lives, to resume their lives with peace and security and prosperity, and not have to live under the constant threat of conflict and war.
But do you guarantee
that is the message that we want for everyone. This region has now suffered enough, and the more time goes by of escalated tensions, the more time goes by of daily conflict, the more the odds and the chances go up for accidents, for mistakes, for inadvertent targets to be hit that could easily cause escalation that gets out of control. And that is why the time is now to get us into a better direction. And for the Lebanese people, my message is clear. What President Biden has said publicly over the last several days, and the message that he has sent in his joint statement together with the leaders of Qatar and Egypt, to return to talks with urgency on a ceasefire in Gaza that releases the hostages and sets the conditions to end this war. And here in Lebanon, we believe we can get to end of the conflict now, today. We just need, but we recognize that we need, that there are those who want to tie it to other conflicts. That is not our position. We can reach an end to the conflict now, but we understand that we also need to work to get to an end of the conflict in Gaza.